What's up, y'all? We just got the latest chapter of Dandadan Chapter 179. Another amazing chapter. But this right here is giving me high hopes for the future. This chapter right here. The fact that we get to see the police officer allows me to believe Zuma is coming back at some point in time. And I think he's such a dope character. And I want to see so much more of him. I want to see him go all out. I want to see this happen. So hopefully that's what we get in the future. But on the other hand, I'm thinking he might be the one character that we see get his powers taken away from him. If you look at the series so far in this arc, it seems as if they've been trying to steal, the powers of the Dandadan players. Now, at some point, someone's power is going to be taken, and the question is, who is it going to be? And I think it may be Zuma. He might make a reappearance, he might fight, he might lose, and then his power might actually be taken away. So that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. I could be wrong, but you guys can let me know down below. Also, I'm at work, so the video won't be added like the previous ones. I do apologize, but my job rotates shifts, and I'm just happen to be working today. But hopefully you guys enjoy this video anyway, and make sure you subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications for more Dandadan content as well as other series. Let's get it. But the chapter pretty much starts off where you got Grandma. She's pretty much landing the finishing blow on this Minotaur, and you got it where Kishimoto as well as Panza, they're watching. They're just surprised and impressed with how strong she is. And she been doing this shit since day one. But like I said in the previous chapter review, I'm just so glad to see her actually throw hands and see her actually battle it out with somebody. But I noticed she got the blade syndrome as well as Kishimoto, where these guys took some heavy damage and their glasses ain't get broken. You know what I'm saying? Think about the Blade movie. This dude went, especially Blade 2, he took some damage, smacked into walls and everything, and his shades remain intact. And the same thing that happened with Grandma as well as, Kishimoto in this chapter, But you got it where the Minotaur turns into a normal guy. He's yelling, "Forgive me, please don't kill me." And I'm going to be real with you guys. I was kind of thinking finish his ass off. After what he just finished doing to y'all, man, he needs to go. That's exactly what I was saying. But then he manages to explain his situation and how, his wife was on death door. I really felt sorry for him after he explained the situation. His wife's on death door, and he heard about a way to actually save her. He heard if he was to take on these jobs and missions, he would be granted one wish. Now, when you listen to something like that, Kishimoto as well says the same thing. You're gonna think that's a fairy tale. That's some childish stuff to believe in. But you have it where the guy says my wife is sick. She has less than a year to live. And even if it's a small glimmer of hope, I gotta take that chance. And listening to it from this, I guess office guy who turned into the Minotaur, listening to from his perspective, I could understand why he did what he did. He wanted to save his wife. He goes to say he's always been an awkward guy when it comes to being around the ladies. And, his wife was the one person who took the time out to listen to him and understand him. And they formed a relationship and got married or whatever the case may be. So I get why he's willing to risk it all, because to him, that's his one and only. He's never met a woman quite like that. He's never met a woman to give him that type of chance. And he doesn't want to lose it. He doesn't want to be alone and have to start all over again. So I do get why the man is doing that. And then you see where he holds out these mini daggers, these mini blades, and he says I was told to steal, as many people powers as I could. And if I do that, my wife will be brought back. And you got it where, Grandma, she goes to explain these are parts or portions of a blade that was called the Asura, I believe it was. And this blade had the ability to absorb the powers of anybody, it slayed down. And these are just little miniature versions of it that were, I guess passed out to different people. And you have it where this office guy pretty much has the same syndrome as everybody else who encountered the mysterious man, where they don't remember the person. Apparently they have memories of working with the person, but they don't know what the person looked like. They don't even know what type of clothes this person wears. And we all know who it is. It's that, knight in shining armor type of guy. And I wonder when he's actually going to reveal himself. Why is he keeping himself a secret? What's his end goal? I'm just really curious. And I feel like it's going to be something very big, or maybe someone among their group, among the Dandadan group, already knows who he is, and that's why he's keeping himself a secret to actually move in the shadows. That could be the case. But You got it where, of course, grandma's like, yo, I got to focus more so on my granddaughter, trying to get her restored back to normal size, but, Kishimoto, Peza, you guys do what you can to actually, acquire any information that you can, but be careful because this seems very dangerous. And I wonder if we're going to get to the point where maybe even one of their powers get taken away. Peza, hopefully I'm saying this name correctly. I don't have my computer in front of me to memorize it, but, he has the ability to turn into a darkness type creature. And then we have where Kishimoto's able to use like a ice flame type ability. So, they might actually be targets as well. But you got it where they showed the police officer, you know, um, walking down the street, which is happened to be Zuma's guardian right now, and he's a dope character as well. I'm not sure if he has any abilities, but I feel like he might acquire some at some point in time. But you got it where he walks up to grandma as well as Kishimoto and Panza, and he goes to like ask them, tell them that he had a few questions for him. And I think this is a hilarious ass moment. Dandadan always give you at least one funny moment per chapter, but you got it where he goes to ask him a question. He looks down at his notepad to see what question he has to answer. Then when he looks up, they're instantly gone. All of them disappear. They're like, yo, we got to get the hell out of Dodge. Nah, we ain't going to stick around for this guy to try to question us or try to take us to jail. But I wonder if it's going to be where he's going to put their faces down, like in some type of sketch and actually put them on some type of wanted list. I wonder if that could actually happen in the possible future. But all in all, man, pretty good ass chapter, pretty simple. Want to know more about the mysterious guy and why he's doing what he's doing, why he's trying to acquire all these powers. But I think it's going to be dope where you're going to have it where the Dandadan team is going to have to face off against this guy. He's going to have multiple powers that we've never seen before, never seen displayed before. And I think that's going to be an awesome thing to see. As well as, I'm just curious, who power is he going to acquire? Because someone power has to be taken. Maybe it might even be Okarun, and he tries to acquire Okarun power, but since he's powerless right now, since his powers went back to Granny, maybe that might happen, and it might be where the guy gets a dud, and then later on, Okarun gets Granny power back. Maybe that might happen. That could be the case, but let me know down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thumb it up, subscribe. Peace.